Good grief. Theodore Holloway, councilman in Paulsboro. I mean, just out of control, screaming at this police officer. I don't know why they let him off without a ticket for going through the stop sign. I think maybe we ought to add a ticket like acting like a complete jerk. Right? We'll call it the, I don't know, what would the appropriate fine be? All right, so you've crossed the line now. You are now in complete jerk territory. So here's an extra $100. Should we keep going?
I got pulled over twice in 1 week. So I can say this, that the second time I got pulled over, I had my phone in my hand, so I was wrong. Like anybody else, you get upset. So I'm already on edge, but what I can say is that the officer handled it well. We talked. I was in a rush to go see my son wrestle that day. And he said point blank, so listen, I'm concerned about your safety out here. The roads is here, this and that. You're not going to be late for your son's game. And it was a good experience. It was a good experience to the point where a couple of days later, someone in administration, but then I see the department I talked to, and I said, listen, you guys are doing some good training. I said, your officer handled the situation well. You can tell he was upset. He was able to talk me down. And I think that goes towards our law enforcement recognizing, training is important. People are running on high emotions, for various reasons. And it goes back towards, I think, the great job that a lot
that the officer really handles it well. And then the supervisor goes like, yes, I know who you are. But it goes, you'll see it, it escalates because the guy escalates in his own head, right? He just gets more and more agitated as it goes. And, I said this earlier. I said, look, maybe he had a fight with his wife in the morning. I don't know. Right? He could have been off on the wrong foot. Something else happened. And that's where the officer goes back to his patrol car, and he calls the supervisor. He's like, look, he's freaking out. I really don't know what to do with him.
You hit the nail on the head, though, is what I'm saying, that a lot of people are forgetting. Officers have a feeling like they have a lot going on, too, and things could easily escalate. And it goes back towards law enforcement and legislators who, have been listening, that not only giving the officers, their training, if the training is working out, where things could escalate. And so we got to take our hats off to the officers that are out there that are dealing a lot with issues like this. So, yeah.
Because he's got to bleep it out. Yeah. Good grief. Yeah. This guy freaks out on the cop. From go? Yeah, from go. I mean, I have to commend the Paulsboro police officer for remaining calm.
I'm glad you're saying that because that is as over the top as the councilman was in his response.
Mm-hmm.
The officer was, if you're being yelled at like that, and you're being berated like that, to keep it cool, right? And then when he goes back and he tells his supervisor,
he's like, I don't know what to do with him.
I don't know what to do with this guy. And then you can just almost hear the supervisor going, and then he shows up at the scene.
Well, that's the funniest line of the whole thing is the supervisor saying, I know who you are, sir. Oh, man. Anyway, so the guy gets a ticket for not having a registration. Honestly, watching the video, this guy should resign. Unless he's man enough to apologize and say, look, I had a fight with my wife or girlfriend or whatever, or my kid got in trouble, I just lost my job. Maybe there's a reason why he freaked out. But when you see it, he starts throwing around mother F this and that, and it's really just unbelievable. But he berates the officer